commentating on his own stream. It's going to be me and QB Stud.
All right, we got kickoff here. What do you think about kickoffs? Do you think that as he takes it out, probably going to stop around the 20, 18? What do you think about kickoffs? I think they're a little bit overtuned, so I don't do them. What do you usually do?
It depends on who I'm playing personally. If I know the person, I think it's fun to score on them. I'll take it out. If it's someone who I don't really know, I'll probably just kick back or take a touchback.
That's fair. So what I usually do is I will not return until the enemy has, or my opponent has, and then I'll get going. All
No,
right,
you
so
can stay to me.
1st and 10 on the 18. Pick it under center. We've got twins on the left side. Najee, the beast, ready to go. What do you think, RPO to start things off?
Absolutely RPO.
All right, so we see Brandon's ready for it. We got just a straight handoff, blocking, and Najee falls forward. He gets contacted after about 2 yards, falls forward for another 4 or 5, 2nd and 3. Do you get that instant fall forward like I know Najee always does by any chance?
I do not personally know. Jameer Gibbs gets touched and he falls backwards. But that makes sense because Najee Harris is one of the leading backs in the league. And so we're going to see a lot of Najee Harris today.
Definitely should be the case. All right, so now we got trips right side out of the gun. We've got, is that Waddle there in the slot? Handoff again. So, he's actually stopped there. No, move forward. So 3rd and inches. That was that RPO bubble wide pop. Do you have that play by any chance? We're about to get an ads now, by the way, guys.
I do have so I have the over under for that. So we're at 1 right now.
Okay.
Is that what you meant?
Yeah.
The play? Yep. We're at 1 right now. So we're at the spread was, the over under was 8.5. So I feel like we're definitely going to reach that pretty soon.
All right, so gun doubles here, not typically an RPO formation. We got to pinch the line. Pickett making some checks at the line.
I'm definitely seeing run here.
And obviously, we're going to run inside zone, and we're going to gain another 7 yards. I mean, why would you do anything else on 3rd and short?
Absolutely. It's actually pretty weird. So Brandon has one of the top defenses in the league, but his defense is most best against the pass. So Snake would definitely look to go against his run defense.
And that's why we have you on the analysis and the color commentary. We've seen a lot of split field coverage here as we now, again, come into the gun with the tight end detached. A little bit of a spread look here. Shifting the line, ready for inside zone. 5 seconds left on the play clock. We're still making checks. Drops back to pass. Nobody's open. Oh, the wheel. Oh, he takes it safe. I personally prefer to see it when guys break out. Just go ahead and take it. Hitting a wheel route there while you're scrambling out, a little less fun, but he had that thing for a touchdown. What do you think?
Absolutely. That was 100% a touchdown. But we're probably going to see this a lot. Both these two guys love to run with their QB. If they don't see something open, they'd prefer not to throw picks. Both of them have 12 picks each on the year.
Well, hard to argue with another first down as we drop back to pass once again. Quick pass to Waddle, and he is not able to hang on. The first pass on the day was an incompletion with the levels concept. Seeing more split field coverage on defense from Brandon.
Yeah, and that's a killer because that was open. He should have caught that. George Pickens absolutely catches that. Waddle should absolutely be in orbit.
All right, so now we've got another spread look with the slots guys up on the line. We're making checks, changing formation. Drops back to pass. He's got a couple of drags with an in route. Hits the drag over to Waddle. Waddle's going to gain a bunch of extra yards with all that speed. And the double juke into another juke. And that's a triple juke, for a touchdown. Feel like there's going to be some people feeling a certain kind of way about that. But honestly, that's
Absolutely.
what Waddle's supposed to be good at. That's how we score our first touchdown of the game.
Absolutely, and it's devastating to see, devastating to watch. He's definitely going to burn you with the speed, but what was that, 3-4 jukes that we saw?
Yeah, I think
cannot wait to that is going to be fun to get rid of next season.
Yeah, so we do have a couple people in the chat in Discord saying as we have the return off to the 16. Anyway, not going to talk about kick returns anymore. bunch of jukes. Some people are saying he does have jukebox. Other people are asking. That's pretty gross, though, if I do say so myself. But very topical. Very topical.
Absolutely, absolutely, and it's understandable too. It's a broken play, so the league is going to do something about it next season. I don't remember if we are going to ban it altogether, or if we're just limiting it, but it is going to be fun to see that change.
All right, so now we have trips to the left side with the lone tight end on the right side with the running back. Levels concept, back to pass, has his tight end, and Mayer just makes a heroic diving catch for a gain of 20. And that is, the cheese fest over here. We got jukebox on one side, and we've got tight end spam on the other side. What do you think is going to prevail?
That's exactly what's going to happen. I think the person who has who makes the least amount of mistakes is going to win this game.
Probably a good call. Now we're back to another spread look. Looks like possibly a read option. He's taking a look at the defense. Snap here, hands it off. Makes quite a cut there. Nothing doing, though. Stopped after 3.
Chuba Hubbard is his go-to guy right now because Tony Pollard, I believe, is injured, and so we're gonna see more of him this game.
Yeah, so that's a bit of a downgrade. You hate to see it, especially in the Super Bowl, and especially when Najee Harris is on the other side. But he does still have plenty of weapons on his offense.
He'll be fine. Plus, he prefers to pass. He's a passing. This is a passing team, especially with Mayer out there leading the league in touchdown receptions.
All right, so we've got trips to the right side this time. Checking out of a run, it looks like, when the safety gets brought down. Back to pass. He tries to force it to the whip route, but it was very well covered as Tyler Smith goes down with an injury. Did you get hit with the injury bug this year, or did you mostly come out unscathed?
No, I was pretty unscathed. I was only in the L column for everything else, though. My win and loss column was mostly all L's.
Fair enough. So now we've got trips left. Coming and looking at attacking the field vertically with a couple of short routes underneath here. Dropping back. I know he wants Mayer there. Good job on the check down with Lamb not only holding on, but breaking the tackle. If that tackle was made, he's short of the line to gain, and we've got 4th down. But instead, CeeDee Lamb, OU great, able to get the first down.
You just had to throw that in there. Yep. Yeah, that was a good catch. Good shake off by Lamb. Continues to drive.
We've got some buffering here. It looks like we're okay. So it looks like we've got a 2-back set. Looking to give it off to Hubbard here. Running away from Watt, which is probably wise. Oh, that was actually very well blocked, but he trips up on the lineman there. Only a gain of 5. All right, so what do you think? You already mentioned we need to make sure we don't turn the ball over. Whoever makes the least amount of mistakes win. Which of these two teams do you think is best at forcing mistakes from the opponent?
It's got to be Snake. Snake is one of the best in the league at it. He stays out of the chat for that reason, so he doesn't get frustrated. Whereas we see Brandon get in the chat, voice his concerns, and usually when that happens, people let their emotions take over them, and they play frustrated, and they make more mistakes.
So what happened here, as we have that loss of 1 there, is Snake had a single high safety look looking to take away the run, and then we checked into we had a pass route. But then he switched it to a 2 safety high look, so we checked into the run from Brandon's side. But once Snake saw Brandon make that adjustment, he assumed it was run, attacked the hole, and was able to make that tackle for loss. That was a little bit of a chess match there between those two.
Yeah, very good play on both sides.
All right, so we got Bunch right side.
Expected to go to Mayer. Nope, covered.
Oh, yep, he knows. He throws a contested catch, but Spencer tackled short of the line, 4th and inches. Very contested here on whether or not we should be going for it on 4th down. This one, I think, is a pretty obvious call in the Super Bowl to go ahead and go for it here. What do you think?
Absolutely, absolutely. And he was forced to throw that throw because Snake took away Mayer, his favorite target.
And it was a good job. Basically, I think he was looking to, like you said, avoid making those mistakes. Now we've got a stacked box with Minka sitting low here as we're looking to run out of a spread set. Don't think he likes it. He's going to try to do something else. Maybe bounce it outside, and with that line being pinched, that's an easy first down.
Easy first down. Don't need Tony Pollard to do that.
Yeah, do not need Pollard to take advantage of somebody crunching in. So I think a lot of the times guys in Super Bowls and in big moments try to overcorrect and make additional adjustments, because they feel like they need to as we go into a trips on the right side with a tight end detached here. But we'll see if these guys are going to come and make those types of mistakes. I think we're going to have a clean game if we drop back to pass. Mayer covered well.
Oh,
Another check down. Bateman holds on, and we got a gain of 7.
he had the wheel route. That wheel route was open.
So that's both sides now with the potential ability to hit that wheel route out of the backfield, but instead deferring to something a little bit safer, I suppose.
Yep, and it makes sense. They're gonna want to play smarter against tough opponents. These probably the two best opponents in the league, and so they're probably looking to take what's in front of them.
Definitely. As we look at some more sail concepts here from Brandon as he drops back to pass. Ooh, and the user takes the safety out of the play there. He had a little bit of indecision there. Didn't know if it was a post. Didn't know if it was an in. Ended up giving the deep in there for a solid first down to CeeDee Lamb. Pressure almost got there. Fields technically touched. It's honestly pretty hard there, almost blitz to get those deep ends. But like I said, the safety backing away, giving too much room there as we got this four verts look here.
Orvis, look, Brandon's looking to score right now.
Drop back to pass. He's got the seam maybe.
Nope.
Check down's taken away, and that was just perfectly covered.
Everything was perfectly covered, just like you said. Better to take the sack. Would have preferred to run, but I think he had that spy on him. Yeah, he had a spy on him.
Yeah, tough to do. You're hoping there somebody breaks free, but match coverage actually doing its job there, making sure that, hey, we're going to cover the seams when they're supposed to be seams, and there was just nothing left over. GG said he wondered if the fourth down rule would apply to Super Bowls. I'm sure that it will.
It would absolutely apply to Super Bowls. However, they would take their suspension next season. So, oh my goodness.
And Mayer in for the touchdown. So we had a spread look there. He wanted to go to it. It wasn't immediately taken away by Snake. And so Mayer just manages to get open, bounce off of a defender. We've actually seen a lot of that, especially from the Cowboys side, bouncing off of those tacklers. The Steelers' vaunted defense, getting taken advantage of a little bit here as we tie up the game potentially with this PAT.
That is twice now, both on third down.
Oh, we got the block animation, but he misses it. Oh, no.
Just missed it. Wow, just missed it.
Oh, so I find that you have to come down a little bit on those blocks usually as, it's a kickoff. It shouldn't matter that he missed this one.
You almost have to attack the kicker.
I agree. Yeah, you don't necessarily go past the ball if all you try to do is go to the ball as he takes it out here to the 24, which is our best return of the day. Still worse than, a fair catch or just taken out of the end zone. I think Snake is going to figure out we have an adjustment from conservative to balanced here on tackling. I know that's supposed to help with jukes if you put conservative, but I'm wondering if he thinks that fall forward is affected by it as well. Trips left side.
We're going to see probably right now. More than likely, Snake will go with the run. Actually,
we're making a lot of checks. It seems like a pass as we drop back. We've got a guy wide open in the seam, and that's a touchdown.
Deontay Johnson is gone. Open.
So that's part of the issue. If you're going to run half-field coverages, is if you have it to where it sets up that side with the single safety, with the half field on one side against trips, that's a touchdown almost every time.
Snake will take it every time. He's a good user. He's going to see that. We were talking about how he was taking the safe plays just in case, but he sees that open, and that is gone for a touchdown. Wow.
And for everybody watching at home, that was not, hey, I'm going to call four verts and just run it. That was, I see something on how the defense is played. I'm going to make a check. We're going into this based off of the defense, not just, hey, I'm running four verts until I get a touchdown.
Yeah, basically we're going off of Rob's comment. Yeah, that dude's a cunt.
All right, we'll move on from that as we have our first touchback of the day on a return. Therefore, we have the best starting field position. We've got a triple option look here. He did switch Knight in on this play. Did he take out a fullback to put in a halfback, or what happened there as we check down to just a simple run here?
I'm not too sure, but I think it has to do with maybe Tony Pollard being injured. Maybe that's an auto sub that happened.
Could be, not sure. As Hubbard's slow to get up, but I think he's going to be fine. Looked a little weird there as we're looking at gun doubles primarily for some pass plays. 2nd and 4, you're in that area where you're like, all right, I can maybe attack downfield. 3rd and 4 is a little bit more manageable if I fail here. But he is going to make sure he has a check down at the very least. Drop back to pass. He wants Mayer, but he saw Gay kind of hanging back a little bit, ready to take that in away, so you immediately hit the drag, and that gets you the first down.
It's kind of interesting. We keep seeing Snake press CeeDee Lamb. And I guess we're going to see this a lot. He's pretty confident in taking that top away from Lamb, so we may see that frequently throughout the game.
Okay, so now here we're looking for another read option play. I think what he's trying to do is with this read option, take TJ Watt out of the game. Very wise. We've got a spread look here. There's only 5 in the box. He's got numbers. Holcomb tries to come in. Defensive line flows that way, but still able to gain 8 yards. And if he can keep that up, doing exactly what Snake's doing, he's going to be right in this game. And then, like you said before, it just comes down to who makes a mistake.
Who makes a mistake first? That's absolutely correct. In the first quarter, good one. Got some fast plays. Scoring really fast is going to be a fun one.
Absolutely has been a great one to this point. We've got Snake with the lead. He did start with the ball. Both teams have a slow, methodical drive. Snake had the 1-play touchdown. And Brandon now is getting another methodical one here as we look for trips on the right side. We got a bubble screen, RPO action here. It's covered well, but that leaves the backside pretty open. We've got a solid gain of 5 or so, and that gets you another first down.
And we're gonna see maybe Brandon potentially be conservative this game. Usually he's a pass happy team, but without the nerves, I'm assuming he's going to potentially take the runs when he can take them.
Yeah, I think Brandon knows his record in the Super Bowl, and he knows Snake's record in the Super Bowl. He knows Snake's record everywhere else lately. So I think you're right. He's going to make sure he plays his best game and make sure he's smart about what he does. As we line up here, trips on the right side. Looking to run the ball up the middle. Completely clogged up by that defense there.
Stuffed up.
Offensive line cannot win a double team. Pull up Neon Sports and see who Snake's... Oh, Snake has Christian Wilkins... and I believe Cameron Hayward as his interior defensive line. So it's going to be really hard to get off those guys with the blocks. Trips left, level sail. Mayer looks like he'll be bottled up. Oh, he actually wasn't. And we check down to the levels. Interception, Cole Holcomb. And there's that first mistake that you've been looking for.
That first mistake goes to Brandon. So we'll see if Snake can capitalize. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of running down the stretch right now with that mistake, so he doesn't lose that opportunity to take advantage of that.
So actually, Mayer was going to be open on that corner route. May have been a misread. I think I read it a little bit differently as well. We've got a zone blitz here trying to take away that run you talked about, but the wide receiver blocked it, and that's a gain of 9, big time. So Rob said it was a predetermined read. I do want to say that's probably because Brandon says he does a lot of predetermined reads. I don't think it was predetermined. I think he saw numbers on the defense on the right side, assumed Mayer would be taken away. He said, okay, if there's numbers on the right, I should be okay in the middle. It just wasn't the case. So we've got pistols, trips, looking to hand the ball off again. He's getting upfield. He's like, I don't want to bounce outside, deal with that trash. Just give me that first down, and we'll keep the ball moving.
Najee Harris with 6 yards of carry to start the game, 5 yards rushing, 30 yards on the ground, and I'm sure we can see a lot more of this. Single back, definitely.
And I think part of the reason why Snake is going to continue to pound the rock is Brandon is running a lot of too high safety looks, as we have. Of course, I say that when he brings up a single high. He even brings that safety down to try to take away an outside run, which forces the check from Snake into 4 verts because he sees that single high safety. Oh my goodness. That was almost a comedy of errors. So first off, that safety had the tight end covered. Then he kind of pivots and goes into no man's land, guarding absolutely nobody. Pickett makes a dime to O.J. Howard, and Howard just drops it. And then it was almost intercepted until it wasn't. That was wild. All right, so we got a doubles offset tight end look here. Bit of a spread look, drop back to pass. We're going to have to check down to the halfback there, but that halfback just so happens to be Najee Harris, who actually, that was a good tackle by Hooker there, only giving up an extra yard or so after that juke.
Avoiding that jukebox. Yeah, just like you were saying, the too high, I think what he's worried about is Snake has that speed cheese going on. He has Deontay Johnson, Jalen Waddle, Calvin Harris, and OJ Howard. He's afraid of the deep ball after giving it up already.
I agree with you. That being said, I think it's easy to run something like this on 3rd and 6. You know, Snake may run the ball here, but you're most likely going to expect a pass as he drops back. Everything seems to be taken away. Oh, we had Leighton. Oh, no, that's not Leighton Vander Esch. Whoever 51 is got caught in no man's land, and he was able to hit it over the top. Honestly, that was pretty good coverage. It was just very good patience by Snake.
Snake's going to want to attack Brandon's user. Brandon is not a good defensive user, so going to that is going to be one way he wins on the offensive side.
So now that we're at the 7-yard line, exactly what he's doing, I expect to see a lot more single high safeties. We want to try to take away the run, but that's a high task and high ask from Snake.
Brandon's looking to take away the RPO.
That's a very good call here as we have a stretch opposite side, tries to juke back into it, but it was definitely... All right, so what I think happened there is the defensive line shifted that way, expecting a strong side run, but worst case scenario, like you said, Brandon said, all right, I will take away the RPO, or I'm going to take away a run this way to the weak side. So excellent job by Brandon. Good eye on you.
Not a shot, Wendy. That's just facts. Brandon has stated that before, that he is not a very good defensive user.
All right, so we've got trips. Sorry about that. We got trips coming off. We have another RPO, but we just handed off and only a gain of 1 there. So now we've got 3rd and goal, another 7-yarder. And we're looking at the first signs of potential trouble here for Snake. So I've noticed Snake likes to do a lot of cross-field action, which gets a lot harder when the field gets compressed down here. What have you seen historically from Snake that he's going to attack here?
He's definitely gonna get this RPO. I feel like that we've had 2 RPOs from Snake.
Drops back to pass. We've got a quarterback spy in the middle, left Deontay Johnson alone, and that is an easy touchdown.
There we go. We see the levels.
Yep, another levels concept. Good play, good read, good touchdown. PAT is up and good. That's 21-7. I think Brandon's okay here. I think he's going to go with another methodical drive, or do you expect him to open it up after that methodical drive bit him in the rear end last time?
I think he's going to calm down. He understands it's the 2nd quarter. He's going to go methodical. He's going to play smart. More likely he's going to look to Mayer, CeeDee Lamb, or short pass.
All right, so it looks like we're trying to come into pistol. It looks like he wants to establish the ground game first. That, or at least kind of feign establishing the ground game as we come in for some play action. Definitely one of the two. All right, we're going back to that triple option he checked out of earlier. Looks like he wants to check out of it again. Okay, so we've got a play action look here. Check at the line. Reading the defense. We got 2 high safeties. Take the handoff and instantly sacked.
Runs into the sack. That's the bad thing about those play action boots, is that you almost, or sometimes you could potentially run into those defensive ends.
Yeah, as we have there, it looks like Snake had contain on just because it's Fields, and you know that he's going to be mobile. And like you said, there's no user steering out of that. That's an instant walk into the sack there. As now we've got 2nd and very long, another 2 high safety look. Spread look. Making some checks. Wants to make sure he has a check down available. Drops back to pass. I think the seam's open. He goes for it, but Minkah Fitzpatrick. Makes a play on the ball. We're running down. Can he make it? No, he can't. But that's an interception. Bringing it down into the red zone. And that's back-to-back mistakes there from Brandon.
Yeah, he got taken back. He wanted to get a long ball. He tested Alabama great, Minkah Fitzpatrick, and it just unfortunately goes the other way.
Roll Tide. Rip Saban there from his tenure.
Rip Saban.
We've got some gun doubles action here. We've got another backside QB spy. Hand up the middle. A gain of 2. Honestly, Brandon's defense, for whatever reason, has definitely stepped up and bottled up this Pittsburgh ground game.
It's been pretty good so far, aside from the first series. But we're gonna look to see that first down run every single time since Snake has this 2-score lead.
So we checked from the 2 high safety look into a single high. That then brings up a jet sweep. The user
and
the
there we go.
Yep. Yeah. He had it. He was there. He knew exactly what was coming. He had himself in position, and then I think he expected a juke. What he didn't plan for was Waddle is just too fast, and so he just kept going, and then his one-on-one, and then juke for a touchdown, and that's 28-7.
Yep, nothing we can do about there. We take the lead up 3 scores now. However, it is still the second quarter. Brandon still has plenty of time. His run defense is still doing fine. He is one of the best at pass defense. He still has plenty of time. As long as he doesn't let his emotions get the better of him, he will make this a game.
Absolutely. And as we just said, he's actually bottled up this Pittsburgh ground game. I really like what he's doing on defense. As long as he stops making those mistakes, he's absolutely still in this position to make it a game. But he has to get a touchdown here. All right, so we've got shotgun here, a 2x2 look with a little bit of a bunch on the left side. Looks like we're going for a sail look here. Drops back to pass. CeeDee Lamb bumped off his route, but is wide open until he wasn't. So that was one where I think the timing was thrown off of that little zone chuck. If he hits him as he's stemming up on the early part of the post route, I think that's a first down. It's hard, though, with that zone blitz coming in on you. What do you think here? Second and long. What does he need to do?
I think he's going to pass. We're gonna see all passes from Brandon here on out. He's quick to abandon the run game. That's happened. That's time and time again. We've seen that. So we will be looking for passes.
Another drop back to pass against the cover 2 look. And that's a fumble. Offensive line recovers it, and it's only 3rd and 13. Honestly, that could have gone significantly worse. As
could have gone the other way.
Able to take away pretty much all of his options there.
But that's 3 sacks for Snake now. Brandon is getting stuffed up on offense, defense, and he's definitely getting mad right now.
So now we've got another trips look. He's going for his own verts out of trips here against a 2 high safety. Let's see. It looks like probably man coverage. At the very least, we're definitely pressing. Minkah Fitzpatrick's a little different, though. And he's just chucking it up to CeeDee.
Yep, that's what it is. And you almost saw it coming. As soon as you saw the press on CeeDee, you kind of expected that to happen. Just didn't get there with Snake's number 1 CB on him.
Able to press out of cover 4 and still have everyone lock up those 4 verts is tough, as we have a punt returned here. Calvin Austin with a little bit of juke, not able to get outside to the 37, which is, again, we're gaining a little bit of yardage here on field position. I'm afraid to say it, but if Snake puts up a touchdown on this drive while taking up most of the clock, we may lose a lot of our viewers here.
We may lose a lot of our viewers. Some of our faithful will stay. They may show up 30 minutes from now, probably see the score way out of hand. But Snake's going to look for ground control right now.
Absolutely.
He's going to look to run out this clock.
Hand off the ball on a power run, only gaining 1, though. So, again, we've bottled up this Pittsburgh ground game ever since we switched to the single high safety for the Cowboys.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job of it. Like I said, number 5 defense overall for the Cowboys. So they are good. They are good. They do get to the ball carrier.
Absolutely. Another spread look. I think he's trying to get him as many guys out of the box as possible. We're spreading the linebackers. Drop back to pass. Everything seems pretty well bottled up, so we're going to take the check down and tackled immediately for no additional yardage. 3rd and 6.
Good play. Good coverage by Brandon.
All right, so if you're Snake
also
here,
good to take that check down as well.
Absolutely. And on that note, if you're Snake here, you just run the ball here and go to the 2-minute warning. Do you go for the first down? What are you looking for?
No, Snake is a very aggressive user. He will not stop his game plan until he has the lead in the 4th quarter.
There we go. As we have the tight end split wide there and another spread look. Taking that play clock down just about to the end. Is he going to snap it, though? We take the 2-minute warning.
We kind of expected that. Still looked to see a pass right now. He's going to look to get that first down. He's going to look to score this drive.
So we do have a note in Twitch chat, Rob saying, hey, we can't count Brandon out. We've had plenty of games down 21 or more and come back. Definitely don't think that's going to be the case. I think we're going to have a good game here regardless. We've got spread look here. Tight end still flexed outside. Back to pass. We've got a whip route on the left side, a running back out on the right side, and, you're just taking those.
Yep, you have to take what's given to you. Najee Harris is one of the best at the game at yards after the catch, especially with that jukebox. He didn't have to use it there, but he does get the first down.
Yeah, so Sale is typically going to be, so you've got essentially a 3-level attack on the right side, right? And then one of the only ways you can take that away is with man, which is why the whip is on the opposite side. So that being said, he just wanted the first down. He's going to take that running back right away. So we've got trips on the right with the running back on the strong side. Into a stack box, we're going to do a delayed handoff, but all the linebackers flow out of the play. Gain of 13.
Huge game for Snake. He's gonna be running out this clock. We can see him, and I'm not sure when Brandon's gonna start to use his timeouts, if he will at all.
So if you'll notice, that was the first big gain on the ground that Pittsburgh's had, and we had a too high safety look again. He went back to the half field coverage.
And Snake took advantage of it immediately.
Absolutely. Good job on the delay there to let the linebackers clear out as well. All right, so we now got another too high safety look. Trips on left side. We have flipped the play to get the slot corner over the slot wide receiver. Probably a good move. He sees press. Pickett making some adjustments at the line. But we're just going to hand it off because it's too high safety look. And just like that, gain of 8.
Just like that, too high safety. We are gaining those yards.
So that's something for those of you guys at home. If you've got numbers in the box, if the safeties are essentially out of the play on the ground, just go ahead and hand it off. See what you can do. That clock's ticking too, and I think that's a good thing for Snake.
Absolutely a good thing for Snake. Snake is doing everything right so far, playing Brandon exactly how he expected to.
Absolutely. All right, so we had a shift of the line and of the linebackers here. So the linebackers more over the tight end of the running back, the defensive line to the left.
Did he get it?
Handoff. Big hit. Short of the line, though.
Short of the line.
Najee slow to get up this time. Seems to be fine, though. 3rd and inches, and the clock is still ticking. We're under 40 seconds left.
Yep. Are we going to see this? Are we calling it? Roscoe would call an RPO right here. Single back ace? No, we are not going to see. Oh, someone took a timeout.
I don't know. I need to see who called it. Okay, so I think Snake was begging Brandon to take a timeout here. That he doesn't, though. And Snake says, hold up. I can score a touchdown.
And he will look to score a touchdown.
We're coming in single back, ace formation. I think he's just going to try to run the ball here, either burn a timeout or get the first down and say, all right, you're not walking away with points on this play, but we'll see.
Are we audibling to a stretch? We got a pinch line here.
We're moving down the linebackers. He's trying to put hat on hat and then give his backside linebacker and safety the opportunity to make a play. We've got a zoomed out play.
Action.
There's play action.
Oh.
He's rolling out. He's got him, and that's a big first down into an even bigger one and a juke. Tackled at the 3-yard line and then an instant timeout.
Wow. Good play call by Snake there. Brandon basically sold out for the run. He did have man coverage, but he sold out for the run, allowed Najee Harris to get open, and that jukebox tears you apart.
Absolutely does, as we have a tight, condensed single back formation here. Usually a passing set in my experience. But we're going to run stretch instead. Safety comes down and makes
save.
a tackle. Out of way.
Wow.
Oh, hurry to the line for the spike. Wants to save that timeout.
He would have to save. He had the timeout, but he has one more pass attempt, and he wants to save that just in case he gets stopped behind the line.
I think what he wants to do also is make Brandon second guess, is this a pass or a run? Because right now, you're going to assume it's a pass, but you can't say it's definitely going to be a pass, as it looks like Brandon's prepared to stop the run. He's getting everybody up to the goal line. He's going to make sure it's not an RPO and watch the slot receiver. So we got the snap, handoff left side, easy touchdown.
Wide open hole. Good job for Snake, putting this at a 4-score game. And he does get the ball back.
I don't think that could have worked out better for Snake, and I'm just talking about that drive. I mean, that was a 3-minute and 14-second drive to leave his opponent with 6 seconds left after he just had back-to-back interceptions. I mean, what's Brandon's mental state right now?
He's frustrated, and we will more than likely see those frustrations play out here in the second half.
So we did have a sky kick here. Just make sure he takes a little bit more time. 3 seconds left. You expect here to either see a Hail Mary or a kneel, and Brandon with a classy move going with the kneel. What are your thoughts?
Brandon's going to go with the kneel. He's definitely going to go with the kneel. He's the commish. He knows that 25 people were watching, if it was him against Wonka, he would absolutely go for the Hail Mary.
Fair enough. So what are your thoughts, though, on guys that just try to, like, a Hail Mary doesn't bother me. A kneel is obviously good. A handoff is fine. What are your thoughts on guys that just try to do some throw downfield with 3 seconds left at the half?
I think it's ridiculous, especially in the first half of the game. Like many people have said already, that there's plenty of time to come back in the second half. I don't think it's a good. I don't think it's good sportsmanship. However, they are within their rights to do that.
That's true. All right, so Brandon has dropped the GG in Discord. That being said, everybody feel free to stick around. We do still have a game here. And also, you never know what Weezy's going to say, so.
One final Jinx attempt. Good job. He's basically trying to hand over Snake the game, but we have seen crazier comebacks. I don't recall the last time it happened, but I do know that they do happen.
There you go. All right, so we've got a too high safety
216 yards to 76 yards.
That's right.
Wow.
All right, so we checked out of the RPO screen into a standard handoff there.
And he goes with the run there. I'm very surprised. I thought he was going to go for a pass, maybe looking to just build his confidence, try to see what can happen there.
Yeah, I think he definitely was. He didn't like the defensive look. I think he wanted to just move forward for right now and then, like you said, gain some confidence, get his feet under himself. So here we've got a spread look. Halfback on the left side, looking for a screen.
It is covered.
Wow, he actually catches it. Gets a little juke move there and tackled down 3rd and 1.
So that screen was covered, but he still got away with the catch. Not only the catch, but he got yards after the catch as well.
See, RP says, how are the announcers going to keep those tuned in after Cowboys chalking it up? Clearly with some booth semantics, but that's okay. All right, so we've got another wheel look, or are we checking the RPO?
We're going to RPO right here. He had the numbers. Oh my goodness. I thought he was going to be stopped short of that.
That also could have been a drop animation, but I agree with you. That was one where checking to an RPO was fine. There were
Absolutely.
2 defenders over 3 wide receivers. That is perfectly realistic. I have 0 complaints on that RPO. He didn't call it knowing that it was going to bail him out of 3rd and short. He checked to it because it was a great football reason to do so.
Absolutely. And Brandon's not really one to do the RPO, use the RPO very much. He likes to pass downfield, and he especially likes to utilize his tight end.
Absolutely. All right, so we've got some shifting going on the defense as we drop back to pass. Couple of
tight end
verticals
screen.
with a. Is that the tight end screen? That is a tight end screen, gain of 6. You love to see it.
Just like I said, he's going to look to involve his number 1 receiver on that team. Leads the league in touchdown receptions.
Definitely. And again, I think honestly, I think he's trying to get the game over with. He's going to make sure he keeps the ball moving to stop the clock from stopping. But that being said, I think you're right. He's building confidence on every single one of these plays.
I don't know. I think if he scores here, he may get in his head that he still could come back. So right now, he may be playing frustrated. He's looking to move the ball, but after that one touchdown, all it takes is one more touchdown for him to get right back in this game.
Definitely agree. You see more shifting from the linebackers there, so we're going to attack it with the ground game. 3rd and 2, much more manageable here. That's good. Tell you what, if Brandon scores a touchdown here, we need to come up with some type of moniker, some miracle, something miracle, the Hitler miracle or whatever you want to call it.
Hitler miracle sounds good.
Okay, we'll go with Hitler miracle if Brandon is able to make a game out of this. But right now it's 3rd and 2. We've got a big play here. So we've dropped back
the
run game, up the middle.
Takes it inside.
1st down.
Gets the first. Chuba Hubbard.
Yep, good smart run there. So we see that was another one where we had a too high safety look. We're not really taking away the ground game anymore. I think he's just letting us. I think Snake is happy as well with this being a slow churning kind of situation.
Absolutely. Snake loves this. He loves that the time's getting off the clock. He has a wife that he needs to go to. Oh, we see Justin Fields.
Definitely. So that's a play that a lot of people like. It essentially allows you to attack at 4 levels, I would like to say. You've got your outside verticals. You got the running back up the middle. And the only way that that's all taken away is if you kind of spread out, which all the time allows the quarterback to attack just like he did, but he only gained 4 there. Was this another jet sweep? Snap the ball, hand it off.
Oh, his blocker
Hubbard
sold
just
him.
refuses to block
His
Cole
blocker
Holcomb.
sold him. Wow.
That
was a
rough.
very weird animation. We can blame that on Madden. Brandon, we're going to go ahead and blame that on Madden. Snake is cheesing you. He's probably cheating, and we're going to count this as your owl if you lose.
Yeah, and that was, though, a jet sweep into a 3-down lineman formation. Don't usually like to see that as we drop back to pass here.
Take the run here. There you
doesn't
go.
have Mayer. He's going to scramble upfield and slide again. And once again, he's dropping 8. He's telling Brandon, hey, you keep doing what you're doing. I want you to slowly move downfield because we are now halfway through this quarter and we've just crossed midfield.
Very, very good defensive play calling by Snake. Very, very smart user.
So we're checking to another RPO. And we switch over to the slot defender and take it away. Therefore, we only get a gain of 2.
Yep, and Snake, he took that because Snake took away the RPO. He took away the pass option.
Definitely. And
for that
was
play.
A very good quick switch there by Snake because I don't think that slot defender there was in position to take that away, honestly.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Good play by Snake.
All right, so we're looking at empty now. So this is the opposite of the approach that he has. I think Brandon has realized he can't just crawl down the field anymore because what do we have, 11-minute quarters? That's 6 minutes through the quarter, and we're at the 40-yard line?
Yep, and I don't think we've had a single drop pass. The clock has just been rolling this entire time.
That's right. All right, so we've got a smash contact on the right side.
Oh, my goodness.
The seam was wide
His
open.
seam was oh, my gosh.
I'm going to be honest with you, though. I do not blame Brandon for being scared of Minkah Fitzpatrick. I genuinely don't blame him because he thought he had a seam open last quarter, and Minkah just, scarfed it up. This time, It was definitely open, but he's got scared away, tried to hit the corner, wasn't able to do it. Now we've got 3rd and 8. So a spread look. We're still setting up to attack the seams. He should be reading this slot guy on the right, and he kind of did a weird, took underneath his CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb, such a great run after catch guy, able to get the first down there. Gain of what, 15?
15. Still keeping the clock moving. Exactly what Snake's okay with.
We just now eclipsed 100 passing yards for the Cowboys, and you know that he expected to be that, early into the second quarter.
Absolutely, absolutely. Snake's done a very good job of taking away the pass. He's keeping everything in front of him. That whole bend, don't break mentality.
And we're snapping the ball with under 3 left on the play clock as we drop back to pass with trips left. The out should be open, but we have our first bad pass of the game with just a poor accuracy throw there by Fields.
Yeah, and you see that all over the league. Mahomes misses that. Josh Allen misses that. Davis Mills misses that. It's really bad to see, especially when the receiver's so open.
It's all right. We got 2nd and 10 on the 27-yard line. Brandon at the very least wants this to be respectable, because this score probably will go down in the history books.
It will, absolutely. And we will make sure of it.
Absolutely. So we've got a post high-low over here on the right side. Doesn't like
Good
it.
decision.
Steps up, scrambles, and he tries to slide. Gets tackled after the first down, though. I think Justin Fields is probably his leading rusher at this point.
That's fine. It's still good to see. Take what you're given. Snake would take that all day.
Yeah, and you see another very soft defense there by Snake on purpose, which is a good call, as we've already covered with that cover 4. Trips on the right side. We're making some movement. He doesn't want to give him that RPO look, so he's going to shift everybody a little bit over here. Taking the play clock down real low again. We're coming down to 3:25 left in the game.
Oh, CeeDee Lamb. Oh, never mind.
And Mayer with the touchdown. So
Mayer was 2nd touchdown.
I think Snake expected to be able to take that away with Minkah, but with CeeDee coming from behind there on that post, he wasn't able to. That freed up Mayer on that in route, and there's touchdown number 2 for Mayer, I believe.
Yep, that is touchdown number 2. Brandon makes it a slightly closer game. We'll see what Snake does on his drive.
So Brandon said, "Don't call it a comeback" in the chat. Very sarcastically, I told him it will be deemed the Hitler miracle. And now we've got 35-14. We have the beginning of the Hitler miracle, potentially. So
Absolutely. So if Brandon can come out with a 3 and out and he scores right away after that, then absolutely this could be 100% a ball game.
and Snake could get in his own head here as Austin really jumped out of the gates there, still not able to get to the 25, still not jacked on people returning these kicks. But at least we've seen good kick coverage. I do like seeing that.
Yep, same. The kick return touchdowns have been ridiculous this season. I've benefited from them. I still do not like seeing them at all, though.
All right, so we've got a single back dice slot here. Big RPO formation. So we're going to bring up everybody. He's going to look to take away that RPO out of the slot. He brought the safety forward. He actually fanned out the linebackers in case it's a stretch. So we see Pittsburgh there make a check. And we're going to check to a run up the middle with those linebackers fanned out. And that juke then makes that turns a 12-yard gain into a 15-yard gain.
That is exactly what we did not want to see from Snake. We said we were trying to get a 3 and out. For the first run of the second half, he gets a 15-yard run play.
And that's hard there just because you know that Brandon fanned out his linebackers, so that handoff up the middle is going to be able to take advantage of that. You wonder if he fanned the defensive line out expecting a stretch, which would have made it even more devastating. And, it is what it is there. Brandon can't win at this point. We got Trips left side looking to take away that handoff. Actually, he just drops back. What was he doing? He took Van Der Esch out of the play. Slow up there for Harris. Good hesitation.
Oh, my goodness.
2 broken tackles,
Wow.
and that is another touchdown. Najee
We can
Harris.
basically call that the dagger. That's basically a game. But a very quick score allows Brandon to get back on the field and try to maybe potentially make this a very close game.
Is that the dagger or is that the hammer on the dead horse?
That's well, in Espanol, we call that muerte.
So someone needs to blur that for Jimbo. He was expecting something like this to come out, but you know how lefties are. It is what it is. As we kick off back to Brandon with less than 2.5 minutes left in the game, expect Berrios to sit this one down. And I wonder here if we're going to see another slow, methodical drive or if he's going to start attacking downfield.
We're going to see both. Snake's going to start off with a run, first and second down, I'm assuming. And if he's down big, he's going to be throwing. Snake is an aggressive user. He does not mind scoring on people.
All right, so we've got the single high safety off to the left side over the slot guy. But we still have a cluster of guys on the right. We drop back to pass, whip route, and we see the corner there, DeMayer, wide open. Didn't try to get out of bounds. He just ran right at the corner, and we're moving the ball downfield, moving the clock forward on that crosser.
Yep. Good to see not a 5-yard gain, though. He did move the ball a little bit further down the field. He's going to look to score very quickly here.
All right, we've got a big open box here that could be run into. Looking like we're going to run some type of pass concept. We're thinking about it. All right, so we're running halfback angle here against the 2 high safety look. We did have a little bit of school session earlier on why that is, and he hits the angle route for a gain of 8. Definitely.
Yep, and we have about half the league probably football minds like you, and half the league that are not football minds like me. And so hearing why those things are good is always beneficial for the whole league. We appreciate it.
All right, so we're shifting the line here and the linebackers. Seen a lot of that from both of these guys. Once again, play clock coming down.
He's letting it go.
So we got Mayer on the post. Holcomb immediately takes it away. He tried to force it anyway. Honestly, I think that was going to be completed, even though it was double covered there against cover 4. That being said, play was broken up there by the defensive lineman.
Yep, and just to let you know, we do have Koi cooking in Discord game chat, live game chat.
Yeah,
for once though.
It is what it is, as the AFC North division mates are kind of bickering back and forth. So he decided to change that comeback into a streak, thinking Lamb would get open. He did.
He did.
He went with
there. It is.
And able
very
to break
fast touchdown. That's what we like to see. So, chips away at the score, 3-score game.
I mean, all he has
very
to
much
do
in this game
is replicate what he's done to this point in the fourth quarter, and we've got a tie game.
On offense, defense, He just has to look to do exactly what he did, bring that safety down, stop that run.
So I just want to say Brandon has called his 43-42 shot a couple of times now, and we have taken the first step for that. For the Hitler Miracle. As we kick off, expect to see Austin return it once again. Taking up from the right side. Decent blocking, but able to get tackled at about the 21. I don't think a single return has made it out to the 25 yet.
Oh, thank you for that, Roscoe. I did not calculate. I did not tell you that. Let me go ahead and tell you that. How many times did he do that, Roscoe? You said 3.5. I've got 1 so far. So I do have our tally sheet for our game props.
Okay, let us have them. It's just gonna be run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. There's your play-by-play. Go ahead.
That's it. So right now for the over/under for RPOs called by the Steelers, we are at 2. The line was set at 8.5. We're still way under that, and really Snake hasn't had to worry about calling that because he's just dominated this game. He didn't have to check down to that. Over under carries by Pitt's backup RB was set at 0.5. Jaylen Warren has taken a step, and it's actually crazy to see that he has. But Snake does have one of the best ratios in the game with Najee Harris running 270 times and Jaylen Warren runs 120 times. Whereas Brandon is almost the opposite. He runs Tony Pollard 257 times with Chuba Hubbard's 83 times. So really, Brandon is the one who should be checked for that 20%. Other props, we have Dallas catches, T catches. We have 7.5. I do not know how many he's at. Last I saw, he was at 4. Do you remember what he was at?
I want to say 5.
5 now?
It may have been he had 4 and it was incomplete to him, though.
Dallas user complaining about cutbacks. That's not going to happen. He doesn't do that. Number of times Teabag interjects himself in the conversation saying he won the trophy. We're at 1. The line's at 3.5. 3 more times. And over under a number of time, Rob brags about how good he is at this video game. We have that set to 4.5. I'm gonna go ahead and put the over on that just because he does that all the time.
Fair enough. So we did have our first deviation from a run there, but it was a screen. So a screen is just the pass version of a run, and we got another first down. So expect another couple of runs if you have more props.
That was the last of the props.
All right, so that got us through one series of plays, one first down series, that is. But that's fine. So we have another single back dice slot here. 2 high safety. Going to continue to give him the ground game, it looks like.
Brandon went straight down expecting that rush.
That's right. And able to bottle it up because of that. Gain 1.
Cody, I appreciate the call out. My voice is nothing compared to your face, though. I very much apologize for that.
Oh, yeah, it is what it is. So we asked how the Cowboys were allowed to make the Super Bowl. It is because the NFC is trash, Raiders.
So Raiders is our new guy. He's looking to shake things up in the AFC. He says he has a 22-6 record on Neon, and so we are going to look for him to maybe potentially take over the AFC. However, he is very young. I think he's still in middle school at the ripe age of 12.
Yeah, so we do have to worry about his curfew. He's going to have a hard time trying to play up against guys like Rob or Exit that only play after everybody else in the house goes to sleep. But, well, it's interesting to see how that's going to turn out.
Well, we're very excited to have him.
Absolutely excited. He showed up well in chat to where he gets the benefit of the doubt until we eventually crucify him. 3rd and 3, RPO. Oh, he tried to fall down. He wanted to juke there so bad. He did.
Calvin Austin doesn't have the jukebox that he wants.
Yeah, but he was able to fall down, so just take the first down. We're going into a jumbo set here. Or that's not a jumbo set. That's just 2 tight end set. He's just going to try to run the ball. Weezy, are you big on your mom jokes?
I love them. I love any type of jokes. I'm open to any type of joke. Unlike the left this in our group. I'm not offended by anything, and so any type of joke is okay with me.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. So we had another two high safety look. He did try to blitz the cornerback out of that one though. Gain of 9. Now we got a gun jumbo set here.
So we're seeing exactly what we said we did not want to see from Snake. He's driving the ball. He's taking the clock down. He's already in field goal range, and he gets a first down.
Yeah. Honestly, he could probably just spike the ball every play and stay in this game, but running is a little bit more humanitarian for everybody because it keeps the clock moving.
We appreciate it.
That being said, where's your preference for next season? Sim season or play season?
I prefer to have a sim season. I am not good at this game, and so anytime I can just build the team, it'll be fun. So I prefer a sim season, and then potentially maybe even another sim season.
Yeah, so the possibility for back-to-back sim seasons is we have to win a 75% dice roll, and then does it go back to 50? Is that right?
Oh, yes, it goes back to 50.
Okay, and if we do play with a 25% chance for a play season the next season, it will be a automatic sim season the season after.
Yes, that is correct.
So we're running the ball here. Somehow, Snake is actually taking up less time off the clock than Brandon did. Not sure how that works exactly, but it's what's happening.
He's gaining chunk yards, and so that is how he's doing that. Cody, just let you know, I sound like I have asthma because I do have asthma. That is why my name is Wheezy, Dumbo. Dumbotron.
Cody should feel bad there, as there's an easy opportunity for a touchdown. Warren going to slow up just a little bit to get tackled at the 7-yard line, as we are not even halfway through the quarter here.
Najee Harris takes that to the house with the jukebox. Absolutely.
I mean, I think he could have taken it to the house with Warren too. I just think he wasn't really that worried about it, as he wants to continue churning the clock just a little bit, as Brandon goes ahead and posts the congratulations for Snake in the announcements chat.
You love to see it. He's basically given up, and he should. We have 5 minutes left. Snake is going to score, whether it's a field goal or touchdown. More likely a touchdown. We can basically call this game. We can just go ahead and if you guys have any questions, like RP and Browns have, how do you feel about trading Stroud after a few games without him? Mills played better than Stroud. Actually, I had Jimmy Garoppolo playing at first. He was garbage. I played with Mills, and as expected. And there you go. We have Najee Harris touchdown. As expected, he was doing better.
So we do have the touchdown there to bring it to 49-21. What would you have said here? No, I guess it's against the rules to go for 2 here, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Is there anyone in the league that you would take the ban in week 1 to run field goal fake there and make it 50-21?
Oh, there's plenty of people I would do that against. I would do it against Tog. I'd do it against Rob. I'd do it against Wonka. I would do that against Pixie. Plenty of people I would do that against.
Good to know. Because, I mean, putting up a 50 burger is a pretty big deal. 49 is a lot of points, don't get me wrong. But the difference between 49 and 50 aesthetically is huge.
It is huge, and it's so much funnier, especially for the type of league that we have. We do have a lot of simness to our league. There's a lot of coach-minded users like you, but we also have a lot of fun in this league. I enjoy the camaraderie that we have, and so putting 50 on somebody would have been hilarious. Just to answer Koi's question about the origin of my name, that is the origin of my name. I have asthma, and that's how you spell that you're wheezing is wheezy.
So Ribeye did mention also that you suck at drafting. So
I do suck at drafting. That is absolutely true. That's been my my Achilles heel for the longest time. I was able to at least. Oh wow, I cannot believe that was not intercepted.
Yeah, that's the Mayor magic there. Well,
yeah.
Mayor magnet magic.
I did have at least I was good at this game a long time ago, but now that I'm really bad at the game and I'm not really good at drafting, I don't know why I play this game.
I was right, by the way. Earlier, Mayor had 5
receptions.
My goodness. That is now 6 receptions.
6 receptions? Oh, Chuba Hubbard almost dropped that. That is insane.
Well, theoretically, he did drop it. It bounced off of his face, but he did recover it, so that's good.
He did recover it. And that would have just been the funniest thing I'd ever seen, especially to happen to someone as lovely as Brandon.
We do have a couple
All
of
right.
stat pad mayors out in the chat. Not sure that it matters in the Super Bowl, being honest.
No.
See, we're still handing the ball off there.
We do have some handing the ball off. I think Brandon's looking to end this game right now. He's probably tired of playing. He'd rather go have not victory relations with his wife,
Makeup relations.
makeup
Or,
relations.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Raiders already
Consolation?
throwing shots at Snake. Can't even lie. Caesars looks completely predictable. No way he dropped 42. Hopefully he does have the play to back up his smack top. I'm looking very, very much forward to that. Let's see what else we have.
Cody talking about Cody using the calculated emote. Good love to see that in chat.
Any comments on Roscoe Otis 2 teaching you to get wins on COD? Well, so back in when Verdansk was how we played Warzone, I was very new to Warzone. I didn't want to play for the longest time because I was very against it. I thought it was like Fortnite, and now, as you guys can see in Discord, that's all I play. And the only reason I won was because Roscoe taught me how to run. So there you go, Roscoe. Appreciate that.
Taking the check down before the 2-minute warning. Do you ever kneel here, or do you still try to go for the end zone?
It depends. If I think I can score very fast, or if I have all my timeouts, I will attempt to score. Most of the time, I'm looking to get the game over with, and I kneel.
So the last thing I want to do here is score a touchdown. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll just run the ball forward 3 times and then just chew all the clock.
And why is that?
He's clearly been done with this game since the first half.
Oh, absolutely. He is so done.
But like, if he scores a touchdown here,
So Coy has mentioned that he's made the Super Bowl again. I'm go ahead and put that on the tally.
oh, he flipped to a jet sweep to Mayer. You love to see it just for the memes. That's 7 receptions, by the way.
That is fantastic. 7 receptions. We are still at the under.
You don't have to count that for anything. That's amazing. I love it.
That is hilarious. Love to see it. And Mayer with his 3rd touchdown.
He had triangle wide open through the contested catch to Mayer, just to make sure Mayer still has 100% of the touchdowns.
Just so he put us at the over, which he did call would be on the over. So Mayer has gone over his over under 7.5 line.
Raider, if you're still in here, go ahead and post what your bedtime is into the chat so we know when we're scheduling games with you. So we did have an onside kick defense, but I think we all know here we're just trying to go home.
Yeah, and we can look for Snake to go ahead and kneel this out. Get this game over with. Raider said his bedtime is 7 p.m. More than likely, that is Eastern time. And so he will only probably be able to play against Shiloh.
I love that he doesn't know which one of us is which. He thinks I'm you, but that's okay. Does that mean he thinks that I have asthma?
Yeah, probably. He's probably also racist.
Maybe. So we were on an ad break that whole time. Raider, are you a West Coast terrorist or yeah, he's a West Coast terrorist. Dear Lord.
Wow.
Oh.
Kick this guy out of the league. We don't want him. I'm sure Jimbo can invite someone else from his middle school.
So why are we taking so long to kneel the ball here? What's happening?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Well, congratulations to Snake.
Absolutely.
He played very well, played very tough, made absolutely 0 mistakes. Whereas Brandon threw that first interception, and it kind of just went on a downward spiral from there.
Definitely. Yeah, it's tough whenever you're trying to check the ball down, you throw an interception. It messes with the brain a little bit, and that's exactly what happened. All right. Well, that was the Super Bowl for Season 2, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Very, very underwhelming Super Bowl. But at least we got the commentary going, and we should probably be doing this for every single Super Bowl if we're available.
Yeah, so I'm always down to do Super Bowls and most postseason games, honestly. If anybody in the chat can tell me if you heard any of my screaming children at any point, that's my main hesitation on doing commentary for games, is most of the games happen while my kids are fighting sleep. So that's, if no one heard anybody, then maybe I can do this more often. I don't know. We'll see. But, go ahead.
Appreciate it, Roscoe. Shout out to my boy Roscoe. Probably gonna get a dub in Warzone in a little bit.
There you go. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Wheezy, for joining us for the co-commentary. It was a good time, despite the outcome on the field. But, that is what it is.
Yep. Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it. It was very fun.
All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time.